Hello and welcome to today's class. Today we are going to talk about a very important topic from the chapter Morphology of Flowering Plants, and today's topic is estivation. So let's get started. And for today the quote is "Failure is success in progress," and it was given by one of the most famous physicists and the renowned scientist Albert Einstein. Okay, so today's class is about the topic of estivation. So what exactly is estivation? Estivation is arrangement of sepals or petals in a floral bud with respect to other members of the same whorl. So what does it mean actually? So sepals or petals, okay, that's the first important part. Next, we understand that it's not the sepals and petals according to the definition. It can also be tepals, T-E-P-A-L-S, tepals. In what? A floral bud with respect to other members of the same whorl. So just for the sake of revision, what are the four whorls? They are calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. But here we are only talking about the outer two whorls, sepals and petals, which are unit of calyx and corolla. So according to the NCERT book, there are only four estivations, which are valvate, twisted, imbricate and vexillary. So what we have to remember are the three main points. First of all, how they look like in a cross section. Second of all, the whole flower, and also the example. So how to remember? Valvate, in valvate, the units, we will be referring to the single part as a unit. The units touch each other but do not overlap. So this is how they look. They do not overlap. They do not overlap. Okay. And here it looks like how it looks like in a complete outer surface. And the example is Calotropis. Valvate, it's Calotropis. In twisted, they overlap each other. So here, if I draw this line, you can see that they have overlapped each other. So here they have all overlapped. And the examples are China rose, lady's finger, and cotton. So come to the next part. Imbricate. Now, according to the NCERT book, imbricate and vexillary are two different estivations, but some books refer vexillary as a subpart of imbricate estivation. It's called the descending type. Descending type. Okay. Descending type of imbricate estivation. So how will you remember imbricate estivation? In imbricate estivation, there is one unit which is completely in, one unit which is completely out, and others are in and out, in and out. Okay. So isn't it the same thing which you notice in vexillary also, that one is completely out, one is completely in, and the other one is in and out, in and out. So same is it. So the examples of imbricate are cassia and gulmohar, and for vexillary the examples are pea and beans. Okay. Now just for the sake of a bit of an extra edge, the extra edge information, there is another type of estivation called quincunxial estivation. It's found in guava. I found out that it's given in a few books, but it's not in the NCERT, so you need not worry much about it. And here, see, if you carefully notice that the pattern is that two of them are entirely out, two units are entirely out, while one and one, so two are entirely in and one is in and out. So I'm removing the markings so that you can clearly see them. So what I said was, two of them were in, two units are entirely out, two units are entirely in, and one is in and out. So that's it. So let's revise. So starting with the definition. So what is exactly is estivation? Estivation is arrangement of sepal, petals, also tepals in a floral bud with respect to each other, and each other means the members of a same whorl. The types of valvate, twisted, imbricate, vexillary. Valvate, they just touch each other and do not overlap. Example is Calotropis. Twisted, it's China rose, lady's finger, and cotton. So it's obviously overlapping. Everyone overlaps. One part is in, the other one is out. The next example is imbricate. I also said that vexillary is also called descending imbricate, and what we refer to as imbricate here is basically the ascending type. Okay. And the examples of imbricate are CGI. So C is cassia, C, G is gulmohar, and it's in I, imbricate. Vexillary, it's very easy to remember because it speeds, one of the most unique in arrangement. One is entirely in, one is entirely out. And here you know this one is called keel, isn't it? That's it. And just an extra information, quincuncial estivation is found in guava. You do not worry because it's not there in the NCERT book. So that's all. So okay, just a little bit left. I guess to all of those who have continued watching the video from the beginning till the end, there's one extra quote for today. It's starting is easy, isn't it? But continuing is tough. I feel that there are a lot of you who have started watching the video, but only a few of you have made it till the end. And congratulations for your patience, and thank you so much for listening, because this is what is the reality about life. You will find a lot of people around you who have started preparing for the NEET exams, but only a few of you, only those who have the patience, the determination, and with sheer hard work, only they can achieve the target. It's really tough. You have to dream big, only then can you achieve it. So starting is easy, isn't it? You just have to click the video, but you need to have the patience to watch it till the end. Thank you.